Yo, what's good, guys? It's your boy Dayaster here with another replay for you guys. This is basically week 2 of my draft league. I'm your coach, the Chicago Bewears, and I'm facing off against the Cleveland Typhlosions. So, without further ado, let me explain my team. Well, when I was prepping my team, I was basically assuming he would bring those six that you see. I assume he would bring that minus the Blastoise. His Blastoise, even though I have no water weakness, it's pretty slow. Every one of my Pokemon can two-hit KO it, if not one-hit KO. And he drafted an Alakazam, which I assumed he was going to bring because it's pretty fast, pretty powerful. I also have pretty much no Psychic resist, also minus the Weevil. But anyway, so when I was drafting my team, I was basically prepping for the Mimikyu and a potential Scarf Nidoking. The reason being, once Mimikyu sets up, you know, he's pretty much gonna one-hit KO pretty much my entire team. Even though Zygarde's faster, it's pretty weak. Everything else pretty much gets one hit or two-hit KO'd by Shadow Claw or Play Rough. Even though I do have a dark type being Weevil, Weevil is also frail. So once he gets a potential Swords Dance off, it's pretty much over for me. Same thing with Nidoking in a sense, because once it comes in as Scarf, it pretty much takes a kill. Ice Beam, Fire Blast. I pretty much have no resist for that. So when, for my team, I had a Dreadplate beat up Weavile. So when I face the Mimikyu, it doesn't have a chance to set up. If I use something like Knockoff, his disguise is just gonna break. He just sets up a Swords Dance, potentially living in Knockoff or something of the sort. Knockoff on my Weavile also just to take away any potential scarfs if it wants to switch in. And it's a pretty hard hitting move. Icicle Crash, sorry, and Ice Shard. My Mega Manectric, typical Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, HP Ice for the Altaria, Nidoking, and Decidueye, and Overheat. Overheat is in case his Decidueye is specially defensive. That way it can not be 3 KO, if anything, 2 KO. Scarf Zatu. Heat Wave. Heat Wave is for the Decidueye. U-turn. U-turn just so I can get some initiative in case I predict a switch. Dazzling Gleam for the Altaria, and of course Psychic. Scarf is because so I can outspeed the Nidoking in case I get a switch on it. That way he feels less inclined to stay in if he predicts the Scarf. If not, I can surprise him with a Psychic, one-hit KOing it. Steelium, Zygarde 10%, Dragon Dance, Iron Tail, Outrage, 1,000 Arrows. Steelium, so I can one-hit KO the Altaria before it gets a chance to set up, or in case I don't miss. Plus, Steelium hits hard on pretty much everyone, every member of his team, bar Kartana and Blastoise, but even then, it'd probably do a number. Life Orb, Lucario, Jolly, Swords Dance, Close Combat, Ice Punch for the Nidoking and Altaria, and Crunch for the Decidueye, although in hindsight, I probably should have done something else. No, actually, it was Bullet Punch. Yeah, Bullet Punch over Close Combat. Yeah, Bullet Punch is for the Altaria in case it gets out of hand. Steel is super effective on it, obviously. And last but not least, Focus Sash, Mamo. So in case any setupers get out of hand, my Mamo can switch and survive with the Sash. Revenge killing it with Icicle Spear also for the Mimikyu so it could break the disguise, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, and Ice Shard. Sorry for the long intro, let's get on to it. So I lead off with Zatu in case he lead off with his Nidoking or anybody slow. And just like that, he leads off with the Nidoking. So he has no Psychic resist, so I just go for a straight up Psychic. He goes into Mimikyu. This works better for me actually because His disguise is broken. So I predict him to want to set up here, predicting me to switch out. So I just go for a sidekick, hitting him for some damage, and I predict correctly as he goes for a bulk up. Not too bad, I guess, because now I can knock it out with the sidekick, but I don't want Zato taking damage. So I switch into my Weavile in case he goes for a Shadow Sneak, but instead he goes for a Shadow Claw thinking he's faster. He probably thought I wasn't Scarf. Well, that wouldn't make any sense. I don't know why he went for that. So I just go for a knockoff. I don't have Pursuit. Either way, he stayed in. So knockoff, in case any Pokemon switched in, I just knock it off and they take some damage with their item being removed, obviously. So he goes into Kartana. Obviously, bringing it in like this, I assume it's Scarf. So he's either going to go for Sacred Sword or... actually, I don't even know why he didn't go for... what's it called? The Steel move. I guess predicting my Lucario, he goes for the Sacred Sword, but my Zatu double resisted, so I just go for a U-turn as he switches out with Kartana. It's probably locked into Secret Sword. I go into my Mega Electric, and predicting him to switch out, I Mega Evolve and go for the HP Ice. Probably I was predicting Metal King, but instead he goes to Altaria, and it dies. We take those, I guess. I don't know why he switched it in. Still would have done a number with Volt Switch, but in hindsight, I guess probably would have set up. Anyway, he goes into his Kartana. I predicted him to go for the Steel move, or Smart Strike. There we go, Smart Strike. So I stayed in with my Manectric. That was probably a bad play, but at least it didn't knock me out. So I just Volt Switch into my Lucario, and I know he's locked into the Leaf Blade, so he's switching. I know he's gonna switch out, so I set up a Swords Dance with my Luke. And even though it's Scarf and he kills me, he's gonna be locked into a potential Earthquake or Earth Power, so I just stay with my Lucario. Not predicting anything, so I just go for the Ice Punch, and it dies. So that's just one threat out of the way. It turns out he's not Scarfed, so I had one less thing to worry about. He goes into his Blastoise. I don't have close combat on this, so probably would have died. So instead, I just go for a Crunch. He knocks me out with Aura Sphere, and that's that for my Lucario. He did his work. He did his job. Proud of him. All right, where do I go into? I definitely go into my. Where do I go into? Oh, I go into my Mega Main just to knock it out, get a kill. If does he stay in? Yeah, he stays in just to sack it off. I don't know if switching into the Decidueye would have been a good play, but I don't know. So I definitely know here he's gonna go for. No, he switches into his Kartana. My bad. So he doesn't lose anything by going to Smart Strike. I, for whatever reason, thought he was gonna Leaf Blade or Secret Sword, but instead he goes for the right move and Smart Strike, knocking out my Zatu. Wow, I didn't know it when it KO it. And this is where I kind of started to get scared, but then I forgot. Sash Mammo prepared for stuff like this. So obviously he's going to outspeed me, go for another Smart Strike. I live with the Sash, knock it out with the Earthquake. For whatever reason, I thought he was going to live it, but Kartana's kind of frail, even on the defensive side. So yeah, I just knocked it out with the Earthquake, and pretty much the game is mine. So he switches into his last poke, the Decidueye. I go for a Icicle Spear. It would have been nice if I kept the 4-0, but of course, luck is not on my side, so it just hits twice. He knocks me out with a Leaf Blade. I knew he probably had Sucker Punch because of this, so I didn't switch into my Mega Main. Instead, I just switch into my Zygarde 10%, just ensuring a kill, lives everything, it's faster. Even a crit Sucker Punch would knock it out. So I just go for the safe Steelium Z, which you'll see in 1 second, literally. There you go. Z Corkscrew Crash. And with that, I have a 3-0 victory against the Cleveland Typhlosions. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys like what you saw, give it a like, comment, subscribe if you want. Hopefully you guys continue with me on my journey. So far, I am 2-0. Hopefully, I get to stay undefeated. My boy is also undefeated too. He just got his third victory. I'm going to post my victory in a bit also. So, thanks again. And without further ado, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Oh, no, I said it wrong. Well, you guys know what I mean. Hope you guys have a good night. Hope you guys have a good morning whenever you guys are watching. Sorry for it being so long. Yeah.